welcome to Kids Church Online. Today we're going to be doing church, but from your house. So some things that you can expect are we're going to be doing some singing and dancing, we'll be playing some games, and we're going to be hearing from the Bible. Now, the next couple of weeks, we're going to be looking at the big picture of living God's way. And today we'll focus on how Jesus tells us not to store up our treasures on earth, but to store them up in heaven where they will last forever. We're going to start with a challenge. Let's see what it is.
Hey kids, if you've forgotten who I am, it's me, Noah, your kids church leader. And even though we're stuck at home in lockdown and we can't come to church, that doesn't mean we can't have a super fun time with our kids church challenge. So this term, our memory verse is John 3:16, which says, "For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, that whoever believes in him will never die but have eternal life." So for our challenge, we're going to take one piece of paper and we're going to make a paper plane. I spent hours making mine just to make it look really nice. And you can make yours look however you want, but it's important you only make one. So I only have one plane here. Then we're going to set up a bucket or a basket a few meters away from you, nothing too fancy. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take our one and only plane and we're going to send it into the bucket. It should look like this. Pretty simple. So you have 60 seconds and you can see how many times you get it in the bucket. Now, if that's too easy for you and you want a bit more of a challenge, if you have a deck or a veranda with different levels, you can try to throw it into a bucket from above. It's a bit trickier, but she'll go like this. It's a pretty fun activity, if I do say so myself. So you have 60 seconds to try to see how many times you can get it in the bucket. All right? I wish you the best of luck. 3, 2, 1, go!
Hi everyone, it's so good to be here with you today. Rachel's here with me today and we're going to play a game. Rach, so excited to finally play a game with you. What are we going to be playing today?
Well, today's story has some talk of treasure. So I thought I'd bring in one of my treasured possessions. Are you ready?
Wow.
Ooh,
Oh, how cool.
yeah, this is my teddy bear. His name is Pink Bear, and he is a treasured possession. Now, I'm going to hide my treasure, and I thought we'd have a bit of a treasure hunt.
Oh, I love treasure hunts.
Yeah, so what we'll do is I'm going to hide it somewhere here at church, and I'm going to give you clues. You're going to walk around and see if you can find the teddy bear.
Okay.
And I'm going to say either warmer or colder. Warmer means you're getting closer, like warmer, warmer, it's getting warmer, and colder or cold is you're getting further away. Colder, colder,
okay.
means you're going the wrong way.
All right.
Now, at home, you probably might need to yell because we can't hear you here at the moment. So we're going to need you to yell some encouragement to Jordan, maybe give him some tips about where to go as he tries to find my bear.
All right, that sounds great. Let's do it.
All right, Jordan, turn around, don't peek.
All right, I'm not looking.
No peeking. Okay. Just gonna think about my hiding spot. Thinking about my hiding spot.
Don't make it too tricky for me, Rach.
Thinking about my hiding spot. Thinking about my hiding spot. All right, we're ready, Jordan.
All right,
Go.
ready? All right, now guys, at home, I'm going to need your help, okay? I need you to be helping me with Rach. All right, let's go this way first.
Oh, warmer. Warm. Warmer. Warmer.
Is this right?
Colder.
Holder? Ah.
Colder. You might need to yell. We can't hear you.
Yeah, guys, I can't hear you from over there. Come on, you're going to have to yell at me.
Warmer. 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 Kinda cooling off again.
Oh.
Colder. Colder.
Colder? Ah, guys, come on, yell. I need your help.
Wait. Or warmer. 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 Colder. Still equally as cold. Colder. Colder.
Guys,
Colder.
need your help.
Cold.
Is it here?
cold.
No. Oh.
It's like getting colder, freezing, starting to snow. Antarctica. You're now in Antarctica.
I'm in Antarctica now. Oh, no.
Warmer, 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 warmer. Now you're like walking to the beach. Warmer.
Going to the beach.
Getting
It
warm.
feels good.
Getting really warm.
In here.
Warm.
Ah. In here?
Warmer. Yeah, you're like in a furnace.
Yeah, Big Bear. Woo. We got there.
Like party dance.
Woo. Thanks for helping me, guys. Wow, guys, that was such an adventure. Thanks so much for helping me out. I finally found Pink Bear.
And he matches your pink hat.
I know, we're matchy-matchy today. How cool.
So exciting. Thanks for helping us. We might see you next week.
See you guys.
Thanks, Jordan and Rach. Our story today also talks about treasure and how Jesus wants us to store up our treasure in heaven, not on earth, because in heaven, that's where it will last forever. All right, we're going to do a dance now. So get ready, stand up, shake it out, do some stretches. Ooh. Let's go.
He's the chosen one, he's the champion, the winner for all time. With me to the end, Jesus is my friend, he's always by my side. Anything I face, he will be my strength. I'm his and he is mine. I'm forever free, nothing stopping me, because he gave his life. Shout it out. It's not over. I am more
Oh, we're back. Oh, that was so much fun. I absolutely love dancing with you guys. But now that that's finished, let's get comfortable because we're going to be bringing out our Bibles now and we're going to be hearing from the Bible and specifically from the book Matthew. So open up and get ready to hear what it has to say.
Hi, I'm Annabelle.
Hi, I'm Finn. One thing I've been doing in lockdown is playing on my ninja course.
Now I've been cooking dinner. Today's Bible reading will be from Matthew chapter 6, verse 19 to 21.
Don't store up your treasures on earth. Moths and rust can destroy them, and thieves can break in and steal them. Instead, store up your treasures in heaven, where moths and rust cannot destroy them, and thieves cannot break in and steal them.
Your heart will always be where your treasure is. Bye!
Okay, Scruff, are you ready to read the Bible with me?
You bet. That's what these videos are all about.
Yep.
So, which part are we going to read? Are we going to read a bit about the humongous fish?
No. We're going to read from a book called Matthew. It's all about Jesus. And in chapter 6, Jesus is up on a hill and he's teaching a huge crowd of people.
Or is he teaching them their ABCs? Or maybe they're 1, 2, 3, 4?
No. He's teaching his disciples how to live as his people. So how to live God's way.
Cool. Sounds interesting. Well,
Yeah.
take it away, Roz.
Okay, well, this is chapter 6, verses 19 to 21.
All right, I'm listening.
Yep, and Jesus says, don't store up treasures on earth.
No, don't store up treasures. But that's silly, Roz. Everybody stores up treasures. I mean,
But-
look. I've got this bone, right? And it came out of my bone collection, which I keep in my cupboard.
Yes.
And I have a whole lot of chocolate right next to it, so I
Uh-huh.
can dip the bone in the chocolate and have chocolate-coated bones. Oh, so good. And that's what people do. They store up treasures. They put their money in the bank, or at least in a piggy bank. I mean, it just makes sense.
Yeah, but Jesus says, don't store up treasures on earth. Moths and rust can destroy them.
Moths. I didn't think of that. I mean, what happens if the moths... Oh no. What happens if the moths get into my cupboard and start eating my bones? Oh, I better go and protect them. I'll put them in a safe. Yeah, that's what I'll do.
But Scruff, you didn't let me finish. It says, don't store up treasures on earth. Moths and rust can destroy them, and thieves can break in and steal them.
Thieves! Oh no! I didn't think about the thieves! I mean, what happens if they break into my safe and then they'll steal my bones? Oh, Ross, this is terrible! My bones, they're doomed!
Scruff, look, well, in the end, nothing in this world is totally safe. I mean, if we spend all our time worrying about toys or clothes, money,
Bones!
yeah, well, eventually they might get stolen. Or even if they don't, they'll eventually rot and be gone.
Ross, this is really depressing! I mean, all my bones! I mean, is there any good news? What are people meant to do?
Well, Jesus says, instead, store up your treasures in heaven, where moths and rust can't destroy them, and thieves can't break in and steal them.
What, treasures in heaven?
Yeah.
How do you do that? Oh, is there a big, like, bank up in heaven or something that you can put your money in?
No. What Jesus is saying is that instead of spending our time worrying about our toys and money and bones,
Yeah.
well, we should spend our time trying to store up treasures in heaven that last forever.
But you said nothing lasts forever.
Oh, well, not in this world. But everyone who trusts Jesus is a friend with God and will live forever with him in a place where nothing ever rusts or rots or gets stolen.
Wow.
And everything is good all the time. So that's what Jesus is saying, that we should store up treasures in heaven by loving God more than anything else and by helping others hear about Jesus.
Right, so let me get this straight. People should love God more than anything else, more than their bones, more than their toys, more than their money.
Yes, that's what Jesus is saying. And he finishes with, your heart will always be where your treasure is. See, so we should give our hearts to God because God's love lasts forever.
Oh, sounds great, Ross.
Yeah.
Hey, I think I just heard Clarence. I think he's in my bone collection. I'm just going to go and check. Clarence!
Well, why don't you read Matthew 6, 19 to 21 yourself and think about how you can store up treasures in heaven.
Stop! Thief! Clarence! Get away from my bones! Oh!
Your heart will always be where your treasure is.
Scruff was really worried that someone was going to steal his bones, wasn't he? But isn't it great that the Bible says that if we store up our treasures in heaven, no one can steal them. They can't be taken away and they last forever. So great to hear that. We're going to stand and sing another song now, so get up, get ready. And this song we're actually going to be singing for the next few weeks. It's called I Am the Way, the Truth and the Life.
I am the way, the truth and the life. That's what Jesus said. I am the way, the truth and the life. That's what Jesus said. Without the way, there is no going. Without the truth, there is no knowing. Without the life, there is no growing. I am the way, the truth and the life. That's what Jesus said. I am the way, the truth and the life. That's what Jesus said. I am the way, the truth and the life. That's what Jesus said. Without the way, there is no going. Without the truth, there is no knowing. Without the life, there is no growing. I am the way, the truth and the life. That's what Jesus said. That's what Jesus said. That's what Jesus said.
Oh, what a great song. I'm looking forward to learning that more and more over the next couple of weeks. We've had so much fun today, and I wonder what it might look like for you to store up your treasures in heaven and not on this earth. How about you have a chat with Mum and Dad today and think a little bit more about that? We're going to pray, so won't you pray with me? Dear King Jesus, even though the things on this earth, they can be destroyed, they can be stolen, they can be taken away, and that might be really scary. We thank you that we can store up our treasures in heaven where they will never be taken away. Please help us to know what that looks like for us, and please help us to live for you and follow you each day. Amen. All right, well, that's the end of Kids Church here, but there is another video on the end of this one, just in case Mum and Dad's church hasn't finished yet. So you can stick around and watch that one too. But we'll see you next week. Bye.
Hi boys and girls, today we'll be reading about Jesus and the lion's den, and we'll be joined by another special guest. Who's down here? Come on. Lovely. I haven't met this little guy before. How are you? So gorgeous. Now, would you mind introducing yourself?
G'day, my name's Steve.
Oh, hi Steve. How are you?
Yeah, good. How are you?
Oh, look, I'm pretty good. I can't complain.
Sorry, a bit old.
Oh,
Yeah.
you sure you're all right, Steve?
Yeah, no worries.
Oh, perfect.
No worries.
Did you hear about the book we're reading today?
No?
We're reading about Jesus and the lion's den, when God saved Daniel from a pack of lions.
Lions?
Yeah.
Oh. I don't like lions.
Why not?
Well, they tend to eat sheep.
Oh, they are a bit scary like that.
Oh, no, I'm not scared.
You're not scared?
No.
Why aren't you scared?
Well, you know what I'd do if I saw a lion?
What would you do?
I'd headbutt him.
Oh, okay.
Knock him with my head.
Yeah, you definitely win.
No, well, sometimes.
Sometimes, okay.
Because if my wool's too thick, they just bounce off.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
a spring.
Boing.
Boing. Okay. Let's read about how Jesus and Daniel coped with the lions, Dan.
Righto.
All right.
Okay.
I'll just move you up a little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
You can go on top of the bush.
Oh, look at this. It's upside down.
Did you know that one of the oldest stories in the Bible is a bit like a puzzle? If you look very carefully, you can spot some Jesus moments.
Really?
Those are the moments where someone in the story is a little bit like Jesus. So this book is about the really exciting story of Daniel. But what makes it even more exciting is that you can spot Jesus moments in it too.
Oh, that's awesome.
I know. There are lots of lions in this story, but every time you see a special lion, it's a clue that there is a Jesus moment too.
Righto.
And this is what the special lion looks like. Are you ready to start the story?
Oh, this is a puzzle, isn't it?
Let's begin.
Yeah.
Oh. Now, Steve, do you have any habits? Maybe you like to sing in the bar.
Oh, well, sometimes I tend to, just run around for no reason.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Some might twiddle their thumbs.
I don't have any thumbs, so yeah.
And some of the boys and girls might stick their fingers up their nose. Yuck!
Oh, well, that'd be gross.
Well, this is a story about Daniel and his habit, but it was a great habit.
Oh, what did he do?
It was a habit, however, that got him in a lot of trouble.
Well, wasn't that great?
We'll see. Daniel knew God, the real king of everyone and everywhere. Daniel loved God very much, so 3 times a day, Daniel knelt down by his window and he prayed.
Was that his habit?
That was his habit.
Oh, yeah, well, that's really good.
Yeah, so prayer is talking to God. We can talk to him anywhere, anytime, about anything.
Yeah.
It was a wonderful habit.
Okay.
How could anyone get in trouble for that?
Oh, you got me.
I know. Well, Daniel worked for Darius, the super powerful king of Babylon. Daniel was so good at his job that the king wanted him to run the whole kingdom. But the other people who worked for the king Darius didn't like Daniel, and they didn't like the God that Daniel prayed to.
Oh,
So they
no.
decided to get him in trouble with the king.
Oh, this doesn't sound good.
It doesn't.
Strike! What's going to happen? I can hardly wait.
There was just one problem with their plan. Daniel had done nothing wrong.
Ah, yes.
Nothing. But then they thought of something. They could use Daniel's habit to get him in trouble.
What?
I wonder how they'll do that.
His good habit of praying?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Daniel's enemies got King Darius to make a new law. It said that for 30 days, no one was allowed to pray to anyone except for the king.
Yeah?
If anyone broke the law, they would be thrown into a den full of huge, hungry lions.
Well, Daniel better get good at headbutting.
Oh no, what was Daniel going to do?
I don't know.
If he obeyed the king of Babylon, he would stay safe. But if he obeyed God, the real king of everyone and everywhere, he would keep praying. And that meant Daniel would be lion food. Oh no!
Dear.
Safety or lion food? Which would Daniel choose?
This is a big problem.
It is.
Yes.
Now Daniel's enemies crept up to his house and looked up at his window. Daniel was praying.
Oh,
They
no.
caught him.
He's caught.
He is. The plan had worked. So they rushed back and told the king. Daniel was about to become lion food. Oh no!
Oh.
Oh no. Now King Darius tried and tried all day to find a way to save Daniel, but he couldn't. Even the king wasn't able to change the law.
Oh, not much of a king then.
Well, it was tricky because he already set it in place.
Okay.
So when the sun went down, Daniel was taken to a den of huge, hungry lions and thrown in.
Oh, no.
I hope your God can save you, said the king. Rah! That was the lion.
Okay, well, what's going to happen to this poor Daniel bloke?
Well, a big stone was rolled across the mouth of the den, and everyone went to bed. But the king couldn't sleep. He tossed and turned and turned and tossed all night long. In the morning, he rushed back to the den. Daniel, has your God been able to save you from the lions?
What happened? Tell me, please.
And then he listened.
And what happened? Ella, you gotta say it. Say it clearly, say it loudly, because I'm very worried.
Don't worry, it's coming. A voice came from the den.
Was it Daniel's voice?
It was. He said, "Yes, O king, I am not hurt. God sent his angel to shut the lions' mouths. God saved me because I had done nothing wrong."
God,
nothing.
He's awesome.
He is. Daniel was lifted out of the den and there wasn't even a scratch on him.
Whoa.
Amazing. Daniel had trusted God and God had saved him.
Wow.
Wow. Then, because King Darius was such an important king, he wrote to all the people in all the countries, in all the world. He said, "Daniel's God is the living God. He is the real king of everyone and everywhere, now and forever."
Yeah.
He saves his people. How amazing that King Darius got to know that God was the real God.
That's awesome. Did this really happen?
It did. The end. Oh, no, sorry, that's not the end at all.
What do you mean?
Well, now it's time to spot some Jesus moments.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. This is the puzzle.
We can look back at the pictures in the book.
Yeah.
There were lots of lions in the story.
Okay.
But did you spot the special lion? This one, he appears every time there's a Jesus moment in the story.
Okay.
Each Jesus moment is a moment when Daniel is a little like Jesus, the Son of God. Did you find all four?
4 of them.
There were 4. Here's what they mean. The first one, Daniel's enemies wanted to get rid of him, so they tried to get him in trouble. That's what Jesus' enemies did to him too.
That's right.
We learn about that in the Easter story. But in his job, Daniel had done nothing wrong. Nothing. His enemies had to invent a new law to get Daniel in trouble. In his whole life, Jesus had also done nothing wrong.
Okay.
Nothing. So his enemies had to tell lies about Jesus to get him into trouble.
Oh, that's the same as Daniel.
It is. When Daniel heard about his enemy's plan, he knew he was going to get arrested and thrown to the lions. So what did he do? That's right. He prayed.
He prayed just like
prayed.
Jesus, I reckon.
Exactly. When Jesus knew he was going to get arrested and killed on the cross, what did he do?
Did he pray?
He prayed too.
Yeah, solid.
Did Daniel die in the den of lions?
Yes.
No.
No, he didn't.
The lions were very hungry, and Daniel was as good as dead. But God, the real king of everyone and everywhere, brought Daniel out of the den.
Yeah.
And now, did Jesus die on the cross?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, Jesus really was dead. But then God brought his son out of death. And do you know something amazing?
What's that?
God promises to bring all of his son's friends out of death into life with him too.
Whoa, that's incredible.
Do you reckon God can really do that?
Well, he rescued Daniel from a lion's den, right?
He totally can.
And he raised Jesus to life, right?
Right.
So I reckon he can.
He's done it before. How amazing.
He's done it before and he'll do it again.
So right.
Too right.
So one day all of Jesus' friends will live with him forever and ever. And
Jesus is a real rip snorter.
He is something.
Yeah.
And for now, we can enjoy the same habit Daniel did. We can talk to the real king of everyone and everywhere, every day.
That's called praying.
It is. How amazing that we can talk to our God, to the real king every day and everywhere.
That's so good.
It's pretty cool. Steve, It was so good to read this story with you.
Oh, yeah, no worries. It was a ripper.
Thanks so much for your insight.